Alright, what's going on everyone? Just got back from flying a new drone and I'd like to tell you a little bit about it. In here I have the Holy Stone HS790 and this is a new drone from Holy Stone. And while it looks a lot like a mini drone, you can see it's actually quite a bit larger. This is not a sub 250 gram drone, which means you got to register with the FAA and it must have remote ID, which it does. So the thing about this drone that actually is really nice, you can see it actually has a full 3-axis gimbal. It has some intelligent flight modes, and well, I'll let you decide whether or not you think this is a drone for you, but I'm going to get into this drone and tell you a little about the Holy Stone HS790. All right, so we have a folding drone, and like I said, it's a little bit larger than some of those mini drones. It's not big, right? This is really easy to bring with you. Mine came in this carrying case, and full disclosure, they sent this thing to me pre-release. So I've got an early version of this guy with the earliest software, and they've already updated once since I've had this drone, so I suspect it may get another update, and generally updates make it more stable and just a little bit better. Now on the side here, there's a spot for an SD card, which means you can either record to the SD card or you can record to your phone. Record to the SD card every time. If you have that option, it's always going to be just a little bit better. Inside of my bag, I've got, all the directions and extra props and tools that you'll need. We also have a remote control here. Your phone goes on top. It connects via wire. We have a gimbal dial, shutter button here, return to home, speed button, and your sticks. Mine also came with this charging hub, and mine came with 2 batteries. So things you want to know, this thing has a flight time of up to 30 minutes and a range of 8.9 kilometers. That's like 5.5 miles. Now, should you ever take it out that far? Probably not. You're not going to be able to see it, and in the United States, you have to keep it within your visual line of sight. It does have a camera and some sensors on the bottom, so it does optically flow, and this thing is actually pretty darn stable. I took it out on a pretty windy day, and it definitely held its own. So the thing is on a 3-axis gimbal. It's a 1/3.2-inch sensor, so it's not a huge sensor, but the fact that it's on a stabilized 3-axis gimbal is going to help you get smooth footage. This is pretty good. Now, this drone is, I was told, $390. Now, $390 for all of these things, that's actually a decent price. My favorite drone for about $300 is this. That's the Mini 4K, but those drones are harder and harder to find these days. It's nice that there are some more options out there. Now, I also asked them to give me a coupon code, so there should be another coupon code for 15 to 20%. So there's going to be a discount somewhere between, say, $50 and $80, and that puts this in a decent price range, especially if you're going to get all of these goodies. Now, I'll let you kind of decide about the pictures and video. Like I said, it was pretty stable. It did a nice job, but the smaller sensor isn't going to allow it to be on par with some of the better, bigger drones. Now, it does have a handful of intelligent flight modes. We've got circle, we've got orbit, we've got droney, we've got follow me, and it is a GPS-based follow me. And let's take a look at some of those flight modes here. Okay, so it looks like we got an up and away, we've got a rocket, and we've got a spiral. So let's go up and away here. Click start. Track back about 99 feet. And it just kind of goes up. Now, it didn't keep me in focus. That's kind of disappointing. I can control the gimbal, so that's nice. So I could do this and operate the gimbal. So, all right, will you come back? Let's find out. Looks like it's coming back slowly. No, it just does it and then it stays there. Okay, bring it back myself. Try the rocket. So we're gonna go quick shots, rocket. We gotta set it how we want. Let's click start. It's gonna go straight up. Right, And I need to control the gimbal down. Hi. Alright. Well, I mean, that's not terrible. And don't bother to come back, I guess. Alright, we'll bring her back myself. Alright, let's try the circle.
Start circling.
So what's it doing? It's gonna fly in a circle. Alright, and I can control it while it's doing that. Only the left stick. So I can go up. I can only control altitude during the circle. Zoom in, zoom out. That's just optical zoom. Or I'm sorry, digital zoom. That's just digital zoom. Big deal. GPS follow.
Following.
Alright, you gonna follow me? Let's see what happens. Alright. It's tracking me, but will it actually move? The drone is not actually moving. It's starting to. Okay. Not bad. Now I can control the gimbal up and down. I can control, let's see, altitude. Yep. I can do that. Can I control...
Stop GPS follow.
It does not allow me to yaw or pitch. And it's no longer following. Anyway, you can kind of decide whether or not this is the drone for you, but I think it's a decent beginner package, and it's nice to have another good option. Now, if you're not familiar with Holy Stone, they are a pretty big seller on Amazon. Now, they don't actually manufacture these drones. They typically source them from other parties, MJX, SJRC, some of those second-tier drone manufacturers, but they ask them for what they're looking for, and they've done a pretty decent job. That also means is there may be a very similar drone out there at a slightly lower price point. If you do your homework, you may be able to find that one. Now, I don't know what, I believe this is an SJRC model, but I'm not 100% certain. If you know what this drone is, let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. Good luck, everyone, and happy flying.